So what is it I get? What's my constant term? The only way to get a constant term is to take the constant times the constant. So I get a 1 over 16 as my first term. I'm going to get a lot of stuff here, but I'm really only interested in the first few terms. Okay, so this here is my C0. I'll write that out again in a minute. Okay, how do I get the x term? I have a 2x and I multiply by this 1/16. That gives me 1/8 x. And there's no other way to get an x term. Now how about x squared? For x squared, I have this one here, which is 2x squared. If I cancel, this is 2 factorial on the bottom. If I cancel, I get a 2x squared. I'm going to multiply that times the 1/16. So I get 1/8 x squared. But then I also get an x squared term from multiplying this by the constant here. Then I'll get an x squared term. So I have a minus x over 2 to the 8th squared, x squared. So this is my x squared term. Now let's get the x cubed term. X cubed is going to come from multiplying this x cubed term times the 1/16. So I could get it from that. So I have 8x cubed over, this is 6. 6 times 16 is 96. So that's one x cubed term. And then the other x cubed term could come from this x squared here being multiplied by this x. So that gives me minus x cubed. I'm multiplying this one with this one. So one of the twos cancels and I get negative x cubed over 2 to the 7th. Okay, so now we're ready to read off the coefficients. Okay, the coefficients are C0 is 1/16. C1 is right here in front of the x term, that's 1/8. C2 comes from this term right here. This is 1/8 minus 1 over 2 to the 8th. And C3 is equal to this last term, which is 8 over 96 minus 1 over 2 to the 7th. And you can simplify those terms if you like, but those are the answers. So in closing, what I did was I wanted to get this expansion for this function. I went and got this one. I went and got that one. I wrote out a few of the terms, and then I did the multiplication to the point where I could read off the coefficients that I was interested in, and that's all.